Hello, everyone.
Hi, Average.
Hi, Average.
Hi, Average.
How you
Hi,
doing,
Average.
mate?
How are you, mate?
He's gone. He's looking at a VOD of himself now.
Yeah, no, he's just watching himself.
He is.
This guy.
Welcome, everyone. Yeah, this is the Your Average Idiot episode.
We're just gonna watch Average Idiot for the entirety of it.
Can everyone just at Average in the chat, please?
Get him told. He's too busy watching himself. The man
He's too
loves
busy
himself.
watching himself. Yeah, he does.
Oh, he clicked the tab and then he went back into his game.
It's fine, boys. We'll wait.
Yeah,
No
we
problem.
can wait. We can wait.
We got all evening.
I'm quite impressed that I managed to literally raid myself today.
That is impressive. Yeah.
That might be.
All right, I'm raiding. Bye. I'll see you in a second. Closed stream. Raided. Closed stream. Went straight back into a stream.
You got to thank yourself for the raid now.
Oh, cheers, Mr. Underscore Snakes for the raid. Should get fucking shout myself. Oh, thank you, Sal, for the shout out.
It's all right. There's something we obviously need to sell.
There we go. Hey, shout out, Mr. Sneaks. Thank you for the raid. I wish he was still here to tell him how handsome he is.
I don't think he's very handsome at all. I think he's a bit of a prick, to be honest.
Come on, Average.
Someone might have to write in his chat.
I'm on it. Oh,
This is going to be a thrilling listen for the Spotify listeners.
Oh, we can cut this bit out.
Staying in.
oh, for sure. Yeah.
We're keeping it in.
For those of you listening on Spotify, Your Average Idiot was supposed to be joining us as a guest today, but he's currently live streaming, and this is recorded live on Twitch. So we're currently live streaming our reaction of his stream.
He's
Oh,
literally,
here he is.
He's opened the channel and then tabbed out again.
Yeah.
Now he's back on main game.
Unbelievable.
Should we get him fucked off, boys?
Yeah, I think it's time. There we go.
Let's get him fucked off.
Get fucked off.
You know what? He's had his opportunity, and
He had his chance. He had his chance to get on the pod, and he's fucked it, isn't he?
Absolutely fucked it. Yeah, he's plugged it for his whole stream. He was going to do a watch party. You know, it was great for me seeing that, and he's absolutely fucked it. Yeah, fucked it. How are we, boys?
He planned a watch party, and then we flipped it back on him. Now we're going to watch you.
He says, "Oh well,
life goes on."
Oh, wow.
He's back. He's back on us, boys. He's back on us.
How are we doing, boys?
Yeah, we're all good.
Fucking knackered, mate. Knackered.
Back to work for you this week, mate?
Back to work. Hate it. I hate it. Can we just get like really big and famous and become one of those like oh god, he went onto our stream just as I was just staring at the camera. So basically what needs to happen, gentlemen, because I've decided that I don't like this whole working thing. We need to get this podcast like huge so I don't have to do it anymore, and we can become those podcasters that just exist purely in TikTok form, short form content.
If we can get 75 average idiots together just watch us. That's Twitch partner in the bag.
That is, and that can happen. Yeah, that
can happen.
It's
How many followers have we got now on the Twitch.television? 29.
We're well on our way.
We are on our way, boys. Oh, 32 actually. I'll refresh the page. Come on.
We've got this. Only 18 to go.
18 to a Twitch partner.
Retire. Yeah, then we can all retire. Average says that we would all forget you even have a podcast, to be honest. Wow. That is toxic, Average.
It is.
I mean, shout out to the 31 people that are in his chat watching our podcast.
They should close his tab and then open one up for us, so we get those 100%. Viewers. Yeah.
In fact,
yeah. Big up Evasive for the follow, and Cleggy, let's go.
Bye, guys.
Bye, Average. Have a good stream, mate.
He's still here. Anyway, he's still watching.
He is. He loves it. He secretly loves it. Yeah.
Says bye. He doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah. Close stream then.
Nice. He's typing more.
It's called comedy. Doesn't someone have to laugh if it's funny?
No, we didn't laugh. None of us did.
No.
But yeah, work is mentally hectic for first week back.
Mm-hmm.
And the kids aren't even in full time yet. They're back in properly on Monday, and I'm already exhausted. Yeah, it's great fun.
I think I'm just fucked off that the roads are now busier.
Because sorry.
Yeah,
and it's all your fault.
Yeah. There's only one person to blame.
It's absolutely me. I am the education system in the United Kingdom.
So first you take the kids' lunches, and now you congest the roads.
What? It was? Yeah. You're right.
And giving kids detention for spoilers.
Well, he shouldn't have fucking ruined Grand Theft Auto 5 for me then, should he? All right, just don't do it.
I can't wait for 6 to come out. I can't wait to hear the stories.
Yeah, but look, let's be honest. By the time GTA 6 is released, I'm going to have retired.
True.
Yeah, the podcast will have made it. And we'll be main GTA 6 roleplay stars role-playing the Unheard Podcast in GTA.
Live in Liberty City.
Yeah. Without a shadow of a doubt.
How do we role-play that? Would we, if someone's commuting to work, would we just hop in the car with them and then just record a podcast in the car?
Yeah, or in the back of a taxi, just driving around Los Santos, yeah. But we'll live stream it as well. So we're live streaming a live stream of the,
Taxi drivers trying to be paid and we're there talking about our podcast.
Shifty
get that
fake taxi.
Get that muck out of chat. Shifty, this is a respectable podcast.
Yeah, we actually want to make it. We don't want to be cancelled.
With fans like Shifty, that's like a speed run to being cancelled.
Yeah, I'm so glad that we don't have a chat box on the live stream for that one comment.
We do not.
How about you, boys?
Oh, well, I've been working far too much this week, which has been stressful, but it's Friday tomorrow, and that's something to look forward to, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I'm off next week, and I am doing a very long 24-minute stream during that week.
Very long 24-minute stream.
We've got a 21.5-minute stream coming.
We have got a 21.5-minute stream coming, mate, yeah.
Let's go. Is it going to be just 21.5 minutes of you smashing holes in your walls?
It's basically what I want to do is I want to go live and then play a video that's 24 hours long and then just get fucked off while it's playing. That's what I'm going to do, mate.
You're just going to edit all of your VODs together?
Yeah.
Solomon season 1.
Hang on a second, I've fucking seen this before.
I'm just going to play episode 10, which is 3 hours long for the duration of the 24 hours. But I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, it's been. It feels like it's been a while since we did the 21.5.
It's been a while, isn't it?
I think I'm going to be better prepared for it this time. I'm going to start a lot earlier in the morning. And yeah, but we'll see what happens. I mean, I am aiming to do 24. And I think I can do 24.
Seconds.
It's just, 24 seconds, mate. Yeah. I reckon I can do it. It's
have you done a 24 before?
I didn't know. I've only done a 21.5, mate. But
that's the closest we got.
We did 17 hours of that was Helldivers, mate. Because at that point in Helldivers, you could max level at 50. So I was like, all right, that's something to do. We started the stream with like a raid of Tarkov, and I got put in the bin immediately, and I was like, I can't do this for 24 hours. There's no fucking way. So we played Helldivers, and then we went back on Tarkov at like 5 a.m, and it was just, I was at that point where I just could not stay awake, and I thought, I ain't falling asleep on stream. I'm going to bed.
See, I find that Tarkov, for me, and it's probably the ADHD, is a game that I can play for 24 hours, and I've done it because I've done 3 or 4 24-hour streams now.
Yeah.
And the first one, I tried to mix it up and played loads of different games, and I had the stupid idea of trying to play Hitman 3 at like 4 o'clock in the morning. I was like, no, my brain is just not, it just doesn't exist.
Yeah.
I'm trying to have to think through a puzzle game, and my brain is just like, I need to sleep. What the fuck are you doing? What is wrong with you?
That would be the fucking sloppiest Hitman you'd ever see.
Oh, mate, I was just running around playing it. Look, it was Unreal Tournament. It's just like, dead. Oh, is that a maid in the house that might have dead? It was just, but yeah, no, I found as well, like, eating lots of like fruit and stuff throughout the stream just to kind of keep your like levels up and stuff like that, and maybe going and having a couple of showers and shit. That really helped.
Yeah, I mean, I just sat here for 21.5 hours, mate. I can't lie. I didn't move for 21.5 hours. And I dove into bed and I was lights out immediately. It was,
yeah.
But yeah, I'm better. I would like to say I'm better prepared for Tuesday, and we will be playing Tarkov. Because, like, what you've got to remember as well is when I attempted the first 24-hour stream, it was like endgame Tarkov, wasn't it? So it was like, it wasn't. I was out of Tarkov for a bit, so like just trying to jump into it for 24 hours straight was hard. So we resorted in playing Helldivers, and once we hit 50, that was 17 hours in, by the way. We hit 50, and then it was like, all right, what do I do now? There's fuck all to do.
Do you have like a plan B for this one? Like if Tarkov does get to that level again, have you got something else to jump into?
Yeah, it'll be Arena.
Space Marine.
Still Tarkov.
It'll be Arena, mate. And I've got
Space Marine.
I've got 6 Lego figurines to build as well, so that's...
let's go.
That'll take me...
I thought you were looking at the consoles then. It's like, I've got all these other consoles I can play games on.
Yeah. Nah, you're joking, aren't you? There's no way. I've got 6 Lord of the Rings Lego figurines to build, so that will occupy a few hours, I imagine. But I endeavour to play Tarkov. I'm not playing it at the moment because I'm trying to save some of the tasks for the 24. So yeah, it's going to be good. I'm looking forward to it. I've got loads of shit to do behind the scenes and clips to put on InstructBot and things like that. So it's going to be a good time for the viewers, not so much for me.
At this stage of Wipe, surely it is just going to be 24 hours of marking the trading posts on Shoreline.
Oh, no, I've done all that. I've done all that. Don't worry about that. I've done the majority of the shit tasks. I'm level 34 now. So I've done a lot of the... Yeah, I've done a lot of the shit tasks already because, I mean, I shouldn't have really because they are the easiest tasks. Like the way I see it, you know, a raid, if I can be in a raid for 30 minutes at a time, you know, it's gonna go very quickly, isn't it?
What tasks have you like lined up?
I do want to get Shooterborn in Heaven done.
Okay.
I've got one done already in Woods, but like 1 kill. But I want to finish that. Yeah, and I might even look at if marathon's still a thing on Tuesday. I might look at that as well.
I think Shooterborn, you want to do that
really
early.
Do that.
Yeah, and setup as well. I've not done a single kill on setup yet.
I got setup done real quick this wipe.
Yeah.
And last wipe I really struggled. Yeah, but even when it was because it was 10 last wipe, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even like it wasn't. I found last wipe, especially with the hitbox changes, like it was very, very difficult for. It just seemed really difficult for me to get like an in, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It wasn't. Was it 25 shotgun kills last wipe, or are you 15. Counting Silent Caliber as well?
It was 15, wasn't it?
Was it 15? Yeah, but I think that the issue that I had, it wasn't the amount of kills. It was literally getting the kills last wipe.
Mm-hmm.
I just really found it hard. Whereas this wipe, I think I did it in like 3, maybe 4 raids.
Yeah,
I was fighting 2-mans the entire time, and they'd either run around just naked with like bolt action rifles or whatever, or they had shotguns as well. Mm-hmm. So this poor bloke, when I got 2 of my kills, this poor bloke, he stopped and opened his inventory just outside of dorms, and I went, well, that's a free one then. As his mate carried on running, and I just shot him in the face and then killed his mate as his mates turned around like, what the why is my friend dead? It was fucking brilliant. It was so much fun.
I don't mind setup. I think setups, I enjoy doing it. And it's really sickening, probably for everyone hearing that, because setup, from what I've heard by a lot of people, is not their favourite task. But for me, yeah, I don't mind it. I just run a shotgun and go straight to dorms and just sit in dorms for players to come.
Are you good with shotguns?
No, but if you click a face so many times, I'm pretty sure that they'll drop.
Yeah, if you press mouse 1 in between 1 and 8 times whilst aimed at a body whilst you're running piranha, they're gonna fall over, hopefully.
The most awful thing is when you've got to reload, mate, after you've just like dumped the whole 8 rounds onto a PMC. But I might use the Saiga this time. I don't know.
So I struggle with like the quests where you're forced to use a gun that you're not good with.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hang on, you can use the Saiga 12 now.
It's 12-round shotgun, right? It's a 12-gauge shotgun, right?
Yeah, but you can only use the MPs because you can't use the Benelli either.
Really?
Unless they've changed it and I fucked myself over.
I don't know. Maybe chat can confirm that with us, but I thought it was just a 12-gauge shotgun. Whilst we're in. Yeah.
Lads, go on Average's stream. He's literally in a raid and he's got us in the top left-hand fucking corner.
Oh, for God's sake.
This guy.
Oh, I love it.
This guy.
Absolute bloke.
He's listening.
Wow.
Oh, average.
So yeah, setup is on the list to do. Shooterborn's on the list to do, and then just anything else generally that I can just tick off. I've unlocked the Peacekeeper quest lines now, and they're probably one of my favorite quest lines to do because it's shoreline. The majority of it's shoreline, right? So
yeah.
And I've said this before, Shoreline's one of my favorite maps, and it still is. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to diving into some of them. But yeah, I'm having a bit of a break at the moment. I think I've gone a bit too hard on the wipe, and I need to start having a sensible amount of sleep again, especially from staying up for a day.
Mate, I was so tired on Tuesday when I booted up stream. I was like, oh yeah, Clegg has just confirmed it. It does have to be an MP shotty, because otherwise I would have done.
Right, okay.
Otherwise, I'd have been like, I had the best time doing setup because I got to run my absolute baby, which is the Saiga 12, because it's great fun. I love running around factory with that thing. So, 10 round max full of Flechetta Piranha. What a hammer! Sorry, mate. I just
we have issues with Flechette last wipe. Wasn't Flechette dog shit last wipe?
I never had an issue with it. I didn't have an issue with it. I think people were complaining about it when they were trying to do setup.
Yeah.
But if you're running a Psycho 12 with a 20-round mag in it, it doesn't really fucking matter if it's a bit broken because you're firing 20 rounds at that bloke and it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I was so tired on Tuesday. I was like, I'll stream, I'll do a couple of chill raids, we'll go and do some sniping. I think I survived one raid in 2 hours and I was like, you know what? I'm calling it, I'm going to bed.
Yeah.
I even died on a player scav shot me when I was on a scav. I was like, what, this is just fucking awful, isn't it? I was so tired. I was like, I should have done something else. Like halfway through the stream, I was literally only live for 2 hours because I was that busted. Halfway through the stream, I was like, why didn't I just play a single player game?
Are you
why
like,
have I done this to myself?
Are you playing at your best like over the summer?
I don't necessarily know if I'm playing my best, but I was so drained. I'd had a really shitty night's sleep on the Monday night. Like I just couldn't switch off.
Yeah.
And then had a really hectic day at work. I was running around like a complete idiot. And then before stream, I had to record some scratch tracks because the band are coming around on Saturday to like record some bits for the EP that we're releasing.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to record some scratch tracks with the drums, and so I came straight home, drummed for like an hour and a half, got all of that shit sorted out, and then basically went live straight away. So by the time I pressed go live, I was like, I'm exhausted. Why have I done this to myself?
Yeah.
I just hadn't stopped literally since about 6 o'clock in the morning on Tuesday until about 9 o'clock at night. I hadn't stopped.
Yeah, I've not gone live this week. Just for the simple fact there's, I'm burnt out. I'm just tired from work. Not really burnt out in terms of playing games. I'm just burnt out from just work. Work's been
boring
shit this week. Yeah,
boring stuff. Yeah,
boring adult shit. Yeah.
So I've just decided not to do that. I mean, but I have been playing Tarkov off stream. But yeah, I don't think I'll probably do something Sunday and then straight into it on Tuesday. Yeah,
I think that's the best approach for it. It's just save it. You'll enjoy it more
save
on
it.
the day as well because you've had time away from it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about like the 5 a.m. start, but
is that the plan?
I think
5 a.m. start till 5 a.m.
Shit.
Yeah, it'll be 5 till 5. Yeah, I think we did 7 till 7 last time, and I ended up going to bed at 2 and a bit hours.
Yeah.
Do you want to record a podcast on Tuesday night live on the Twitch on television?
Are you getting on? Yeah. Because yeah. I mean, I was just thinking, because I can raid you, and I was like, no, I can't because I've got to fucking sort it myself. So but no, look, I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be good. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens on Tuesday, but it won't be a 21.5. It will be a 24. Even if I have to drag myself into the Shadow Realm and then the Shadow Realm of the Shadow Realm, I will get a 24 done. And then
does that mean you're doing GIs with average?
I mean, I haven't planned to do raids with anyone, but I'm game up for I'm game.
Just say no if you don't want to play with average. It's
anyone,
fine.
But probably not.
Mate, I'll be streaming on Tuesday after Tuesday evening, afternoon anyway. So I'll be able to jump in and do a few with you for sure.
Yeah.
I went live, as you know, a little bit today, just before I jumped in here to play the new Space Marine game because that's on. I got the slightly more expensive version, and by slightly more expensive, I mean 57 quid, and it was only 57 quid because I bought it on CD keys. If I bought it straight off Steam, it would have been like 65.
Yeah, I was looking
holy shit, that game is so fucking cool.
Yeah, it looks
is it everything you wanted?
It's everything that I wanted. I've literally played it for just over an hour. PC didn't explode, though the graphics card was like sat comfortably at like 97% at one point.
Oh, lovely.
Let's say follow-up question. Do you want us to raid you after this podcast so you can carry on playing? So I feel like we've interrupted you.
I'm going to bed. I am going to bed. Mate, honestly, if I hadn't have kept checking the fucking time, I would have missed the podcast because I was so like, this is fucking brilliant. Now, I know that you're not too clued up, Dan, on like the 40k universe and the whole thing.
You can just be honest. When you say not too clued up, just say you know fuck all about anything to do with 40k.
Yeah, and Dan, as well. Don't just tarnish Dan with this brush. Tarnish me with it as well, mate.
All right, okay. Now I know that both of you ain't got a fucking clue about Warhammer 40,000, right?
That's better.
But
correct.
What I will say, right, and I think Mrs. Sneaks put it perfectly in chat. She went, "Oh, this looks new and cool." And then watched it a little bit and went, "This is just Gears of War, but blue, isn't it?" And I went, "Yeah." And it literally is. Like, I don't think the way that, like, and without turning this podcast into me rattling on about Space Marines and everything that I know about them, because I have been playing with toy soldiers for far too long.
You can save that law for South Stream. Just talk his ear off for 24 hours.
Nearly 30 years I've been doing Games Workshop on and off, right? But basically, it wouldn't have worked if they hadn't have done a very, like, because you know how the movement in Gears of War is quite clunky because the guys are fucking massive and blah, blah, blah. Absolute body goals as well, by the way. Like, it wouldn't have felt right if they weren't lumbering and heavy and, like, played like Gears of War does. And I'm so excited to give the multiplayer a go as well, man, because it looks so fucking cool.
Have you got anyone lined up to play with?
I know Shifty's got it, and I know that Rennie's got it. So I'm hoping, and I think Dryman's got it as well. So I'm hoping to do, like, a playthrough with the boys and like a separate save. Because you can play through the entire story co-op as well.
Right, okay, yeah.
So I'm going to do like a solo playthrough. I'm going to use the one that I started today as a bit of a piss about with the boys and play with them. And I want to do like YouTube content and stuff like that. Oh, Average has apparently got it as well. So Average, if you do want to play Mr. Sarcasm, Christ, I'm sarcastic all the time. And this guy just puts me to shame. Yeah, I really want to give the multiplayer a go, so I'm more than happy to play multiplayer for fucking hours, because the multiplayer in the original was great, and this just looks even fucking better.
Yeah.
Is the game like just a linear story that you have to play through?
Yeah. It seems, it's like, it does seem a little more kind of open world than Space Marine 1, but then Space Marine 1 came out in like, I don't even think it was 2010. I think it was like mid-early 2000s. And it was pretty linear. It was linear, but like, I think there's different modes in this that you can play. So there's like the story mode, which is fairly linear. And then there's a couple of other different game modes in it that allows it to kind of be a little more open world, but not so much. And then you've got like your typical deathmatch, capture the flag, domination type multiplayer as well.
All right, okay, yeah, that's pretty cool.
So if any esports teams like Astralis are planning on doing a Space Marine 2 esports team, just fucking sign me up. I'm fucking ready.
Now we've got our own team, mate, the Unheard Podcast team.
Yeah, the Unheard Podcast esports team.
Hype.
I didn't know if the game was a bit like, from what I saw, it looked a bit like Helldivers, but just like more violent. And I didn't know if the gameplay like matched that, where you'd go to like a different planet and then you'd be given quests to do there, sort of thing.
I think there is. I haven't really looked into it too much, and the absolute brain fog that I've got at the moment. I know that there are like, you will go to different planets on this because you're basically fighting against these aliens, which are definitely absolutely not based on the Xenos from the Xenomorphs from Alien. Called Tyranids across like this planet, this sector in space. So there are multiple planets. So I assume you will go to do different things. Like, I don't know if you ever saw Darktide. So Darktide was essentially Left 4 Dead, but set in the Warhammer 40,000 universe, and you would go to different maps and those maps would kind of scale in difficulty and give you different options on stuff to do. And like Dark Tide's an awful lot of fun as well. It's definitely a lot of fun to play with the boys. Like it's literally what it's what it says on the tin. It's Left 4 Dead, but with like demons and shit. It's fucking cool.
It definitely looks good, mate. From what I was watching of you playing before, it looks really good. Graphically as well. I mean, obviously you'll be seeing it a lot better than what we will be because of the Twitch output, but yeah, it looks really good, mate.
And I mean, I dropped the graphics obviously because I was streaming. Because I didn't want to say I can't make the podcast because my PC literally set on fire. Because as soon as a game sees that I've got a 3080 on my computer, it's like, we'll put everything on Ultra.
Yeah.
And then I think about opening OBS and the PC's like, oh my God, what are you doing to me? I have no space. But so I literally dropped the graphics down to like medium on pretty much everything and low on a couple of things like SSR I dropped onto low and stuff like that. And it still looked fucking gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I want to see what it's like with higher graphics, just if I play without recording and stuff like that. But yeah, it's a lot of fun.
So in terms of like the game coming out, and obviously you're playing it earlier than what everyone would have or would be doing if they bought the standard edition. What is the performance of the game like? Because I know in the past we've seen games launch and they've been a bit shit, and people have seen their ass with it in a way. So what's Space Marines 2 been like?
I haven't found any bugs yet. I haven't played a lot of it.
Mm-hmm.
I think I might have seen one, but it didn't impact my gameplay in any way. I think there was just like a bit of something was supposed to explode, and I think I saw the mapping of what it should have looked like when it exploded rather than the explosion itself.
Yeah.
So I kind of saw the frame of what it was supposed to be like. But they did we talked about this quite a few episodes ago now. I think maybe like episode 5 or something like that. The devs decided not to do a beta test because they wanted the game to be as polished as they could for release, and they pushed the release back because this was supposed to release in like November last year, and they were like, "We're not ready." And then they did the same with the beta test, and we're like, we're going to do a beta test, and then they went, actually, we don't think it's ready for the beta. We want to make sure that the release is as polished as possible, and then we can kind of deal with any residual bugs and what have you as it goes on, because there's always going to be bugs, right? I mean, even when, and we've spoken about this, like back in the day, you would buy a disc released game, and you didn't have patches and shit because it was on a CD, and like you didn't have the internet, and even if you could download the patch, chances are you might have a phone call halfway through, and then it would also take about 72 hours to download something on a 56k dial-up modem. But yeah, I think they did the right thing and kind of took a step back and didn't push the beta and didn't push stuff like that, because it allowed them to really polish the game, and it really shows. And I think a lot of developers need to take notice of that.
How mad's that though? Like, just going back to that, is when you used to get games that were on a CD, and like the only way that you would fuck that game up is if you would mark the bottom of the CD. If you would scratch the CD, the game would be fucked. But now it's just like, it's just mad, isn't it? Like, and I almost feel, well, I don't almost feel, I feel very old talking about this now.
I mean, because there's a whole generation that have never experienced it. What we have now is all they know.
Yeah, it's absolutely crazy, isn't it? But
it's all right, Sal. This will make you feel a little bit younger. Cleggy used to play games when they were on cassette tape.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I used to play games when they were on like floppy disk.
Oh yeah, remember? Never forget the floppy disk, mate.
Yeah, I had Lemmings on floppy disk.
I think I had Super Mario on floppy disk.
Yeah, they're good times, right?
When pirating was really easy as well.
Yeah, but it was
it was just drag and drop it onto another floppy disk and then give that floppy disk to your mate.
Yeah, no problem, isn't it? Yeah, but now it's a lot.
Can I have the floppy disk back because I need to have my science homework in tomorrow?
Yeah,
it was the same with PlayStations. Like, chipped PlayStations were rife back in the day.
Oh, they were, mate.
Yeah, everyone had one.
Yeah,
wasn't there that guy that? Didn't the guy that invented, what was it called? The Jesus chip or something like that?
I can't remember.
Guy that worked out the way of cracking the original PlayStation, he went to prison for like a fucking long time, or he got like an obnoxiously big fine for that.
I'm not going to show these on stream.
Opens a floodgate, doesn't it?
I'm currently looking. Well, I'll show. Yeah, I'm not. I mean, I couldn't give a fuck. Like,
are these Sal's games with green backs?
These are like, so like, just for anyone like who's really young who watching the pod. So like, this is a disc that you would get, and that's just like, that's Hercules the game on PC. Like, don't ask me why I've just pulled this out. like I was expecting us to talk about this. Like, we've prepped for the podcast.
You're going to be playing that on the 24, aren't you?
Yeah.
Crash Bandicoot, Sparrow the Dragon, Toy Story. Yeah. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Croc 2. Bug's Life. Yeah. We won't say what this CD is because it's a music.
Falling in Reverse. I knew it.
No, it's actually. No, we're not going to say what it is because.
Is it worse than Falling in Reverse? Sorry to insult your favourite band, Dan.
Oi!
It is. No, it's not. It's definitely. There's nothing worse than Falling in Reverse, mate, because they're absolute shit. But it's. Yeah, I'm not revealing what it is on stream.
Is it as bad as that band you went to see earlier in the year? Or is it that band?
Female version of that band.
Girls Aloud.
Close, mate.
Oh, come on. Girls Aloud had some absolute bangers.
You know what, right? I'm just going to, you know what, boys?
Just show us, mate.
We're going to show it. All right. We don't give a fuck.
Here we go.
Oh, Mr. Townley. Mr. Townley has made a good point. Xbox changed the game when they started letting you copy the disc onto the hard drive. And you only needed the disc for activation code.
It's the Spice Girls, boys.
Spice Girls.
Right, do you want to know how fucking old I am? I have that album on tape.
Now I don't feel as bad, mate. What is this one? Right, okay, this is... What the fuck is this? The Princess and the Pea. What are you laughing for, Dan?
Is that
definitely going to fucking pull that on the Steam that now, mate.
Is that a game?
I don't know what it is, mate. Oh, no, it could be an audio.
I don't know what it is, and he doesn't even have a CD drive on his computer to find out.
Works, get on this, works with both Windows 95 and Windows 3.1.
Holy shit, my first computer was 3.1.
Jesus.
You could order an external CD drive before Tuesday and play that on stream.
You could. You could. The 24 Salomon Retro Games 24-hour marathon.
But yeah,
Salomon and the Pea.
Yes.
Atomic Kitten.
Yeah, Salomon.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's crazy. I've got a very large amount of pirated PS1 games.
Spice Girls merchandise.
But it was so easy to do, wasn't it? It was so easy to do back then, and it was the fucking nuts as well. Like you had a cracked PlayStation. You could just get any game you want. You just burn it to a CD off your PC.
Mm-hmm.
It was. But I mean, there's ways and means of doing it now, isn't there?
I remember there was
even for, like games that are out now, but
there were some chips where like you had to have a little spring in your PS1 lid.
Yeah,
you had to boot up a normal game, take the disc out, put in the copied one, and then play.
Yeah. That's right. Actually, yeah. Do I have that disc?
I think there was like a boot file on like the regular discs that you needed.
You're right. You're absolutely right. Yeah, and I'm opening this back up again just to look at my favorite album. Who the fuck's that? Who the fuck's Darius?
Is he that Scottish fucking X Factor singer? Was it X Factor or was it like fucking Pop Idols or some shit?
We got a fucking Avage's favorite album there, the Venga Boys.
The Venga Boys. He fucking loves the Venga Boys.
Yeah. What the fuck's this one? Yeah, I don't think I'll have that boot CD, but yeah, I do remember it. What is that? Oh no, we won't go into what that is, mate. But yeah, we've got loads of him, and there's no way I'll be playing them on stream, mate. No way. Maybe play the Spice Girls, but not the fucking games.
All right, here's a question, lads. Considering we have got completely off fucking topic. Here's a question. Right. Biggest, right, when you were younger, right, your biggest, like, pop star crush?
I'll let you go first then, mate.
Jerry Halliwell back in the day.
Really, yeah.
And Emma Bunton, yeah.
I can see Dan thinking hard about this one.
I'm trying to think of names. Like I fucking delete that information for other things.
Yeah, Dan's like, my wife's watching this.
She's not.
It's got to be Britney Spears, right?
Nah, see, I was more of a Christina Aguilera fan than Britney Spears.
Yeah, no, it's got to be Britney Spears, mate. Yeah.
Nah, come on, Dirty featuring Redman. Are you mad?
For fuck's sake, this episode 11 has taken a awkward turn.
Thank you, Townley. Thank you, Christina Aguilera over Britney any day of the week.
Isn't it J-Lo over both of them though?
Nah, no, I was never a fan.
Danny, you're never a fan. Man. Danny's absolutely, yeah, it is J-Lo, mate, yeah, J-Lo, yeah.
Enya's the GOAT.
Enya.
I bet Average is like an unashamed Bjork fan.
Yeah,
I bet he is.
She's got a couple of bangers. Let's be honest.
Who, Bjork?
Yeah.
No, I'm not a fan. Her voice grates on me. Like musically, I totally get why people like her music, and she's like super creative. Her voice hurts my brain.
I love how we can say that considering the music that we listen to.
Yeah.
But no, I'm fully on your side. Our music is absolutely fine. Not a problem.
Oh yeah,
like shouting, fine.
I was literally listening to Lorna Shore in the gym this morning, and now I'm slacking off someone that's got a brilliant singing voice. Hate her fucking voice. Will Ramos, on the other hand, when he sounds like a pig or a bit of concrete dragged across tarmac, love it.
Yeah,
absolutely love it. Bjork, nah, get fucked up.
Yeah, that could get fucked off, mate. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100%. But now you are right. Yeah, the Spice Girls were definitely an attraction at a younger age. But yeah, Britney Spears for me. Danny Minogue, Kylie Minogue. You know, the list goes aloud, mate. They hit the road at a very attractable pace, you know. But yeah,
an attractable pace.
Right, yeah. Yeah, they did.
I thought Sal was more of a Darius kind of guy.
Considering he apparently has his back catalogue pirated.
Yeah, I do, yeah. We have to nuke this FOD.
Yeah,
I hope not. You've got a copy of Bug's Life.
Mate, you should have a page. I'm not continuing that sentence, Cleggy, honestly.
This VOD's in the bin. Straight in the bin.
This VOD is in the... Well, it's not, because we just won't repeat that sentence.
Yeah.
But anyway, boys, moving on to the topic that we all really want to talk about.
Escape from Tarkov.
Is it Danny Minogue or Kylie Minogue?
Is it the princess or the P?
Let's dive into patch 0.15. Obviously, we've all had time to play it. But before we dive into that, you boys have had drops, right?
Yep.
We have indeed.
Talk me through how they went. We'll start with Sneaks.
So day one was great. I literally went live, played a game of Blast Gang, and then got dragged into the Hunt Discord to hang out with Iron Fists and Miss Dunk and Train and Vasquez. Talk about patch notes, and that was really cool. It's like, considering, like, I mean, Vasquez and me are kind of like roughly the same size in terms of viewership. I think Vasquez is like, I think he's part-time. I'm not 100% sure. He does stream. He streams an awful lot. He's a really, really nice dude. So if you don't know Vasquez, go and give him some love. But the fact that I got the offer to like go and hang out and talk to these like partner streamers who stream Tarkov full time to talk about the patch notes and stuff like that. That was really cool.
That was cool to watch. Yeah.
And it took up 3 hours of me getting my shit handed to me in Tarkov. That was a lot of fun.
Did it not feel dirty being on another podcast, though, mate? Did you not feel like a traitor?
Absolutely not. No. Just selling myself out to the highest bidder, mate.
Yeah. How did you get on?
I should have shouted us out, man. I should have done. I've got mod privileges in the Hunt channel. I should have just given us a shout out.
Unmodded, mate. Yeah, you'd have been quickly unmodded.
Average says that you smiled more in that podcast than this one.
Oh, we're not allowed to smile on this podcast, Average.
No, we're not.
No.
This is AI that smiles, but generally I'm miserable inside, mate.
Yeah, I've also been back at Average. I've also been back at work for the past 4 days. I'm exhausted and miserable because I just remembered that I worked in education after having 6 weeks off. It's like, oh God, no.
Do you ever smile during term time?
Now, there's a saying in teaching, right, that says "Don't smile before Christmas," and it's a bit of a like it doesn't work as much at the provision that I work at now, because like a lot of the kids are returning and like a lot of them are kind of new on and off throughout the year because it's a short stay school.
Mm-hmm.
But the whole idea was basically, especially with like the new year 7s and the new kids that are coming to the school, you're basically a hard ass until Christmas, and then because I never really did it because I'm 6'4" and I'm loud as fuck, so I never really had to worry about like the whole behavior management in a mainstream school was pretty easy for me just because of my size and my presence. But a lot of teachers kind of like, especially new teachers when you first start, struggle with it because you're new, you're young, like especially like if you're like a female teacher or like you're a smaller teacher, then a lot of those kids, and especially the older years, are going to try and take the piss.
Yeah.
So the whole idea is you basically are an arsehole for the first like 3 months, and then you start becoming more of a human, if you will.
Yeah.
And it does work. It does work because the kids are like, okay, yeah, I don't fuck with so-and-so. Because like if you give them an inch, they will take a fucking mile, and it's very hard to get that back. It's really difficult. It's one of the hardest things to do in teaching is finding the balance between being a teacher that is nice to the kids or an arsehole to the kids. It's finding that middle ground where they know that they're going to get a fair deal, because you can be too hard on the kids and they're going to do whatever they want because they know that you're going to scream and shout at them. Or too nice to them and they're going to go, oh, well, they're a pushover because we're going to take the piss. We all know what he was like. I was a fucking arsehole at school.
Yeah.
If I saw any bit of weakness in a teacher, I'd exploit it 100%. And I still would now. Like, and I think it's one of the reasons that I do so well in education is because I was a scumbag at school. So I know what these. At the end of the day, all that's changed in education since I was at school is that vapes exist now. And phones have got touchscreens. That's it. There's no fucking difference. The kids are doing the same shit that we was doing back in the day, except they got an iPhone and they can film it. Essentially, there's very, very, very little difference in terms of how kids are, in how kids are at school back in the day as to what they are now.
Yeah.
So,
how did you get on with Drop Stan?
I had a good time with it. The first one was a bit of a struggle because it was the graveyard shift.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to be really bad with it, but I got like a good night's sleep, set an alarm for 1:30, and I was just straight out of bed, straight on the PC.
Yeah.
And I think Average and Sneaks raided me. It was like already popping from like the get-go.
Yeah, good.
And then...
Yeah, I don't think you'd even turn cam on when I raided you.
Yeah. And I think it was quite funny how many people kind of just turned up throughout the night. I think Nonny was there until like 5:36 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Nonny, big sleep schedule.
Yeah. And then Scouse was on holiday camping. He got woken up by the rain. So he popped up like really early. And he was just like, yeah, like Rach is still asleep. I'm here to chat for a bit. So he stuck around for a bit.
Yeah.
And then after that, it was people like, you know, getting up for their Sunday morning. So like it started to pop again all the way till 2 p.m.
Yeah, good.
And
I was in and out because I had terrible phone signal where I was, and it was fucking pissing me off. So I would join, and it would buffer, and I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna have to wait until I get home. It was. But I joined when I could, and I chatted when I could. But
I got regular fish updates. It was good.
You did, yeah. And then Dan got the actual update when I caught, because at 5:00 on Saturday morning, I caught my personal best fish.
Let's go.
And
yeah, my second.
I was swilled by the lads on the bank, which was it was a hell of a way to wake yourself up, mate. That's just
I can imagine.
I got like stumbling out of my bivvy, trying to play this fish that's 100 meters away from me, to having the fish with me in the water and absolutely getting drenched. And it's fucking freezing as well.
But my second stream is a bit of a struggle.
So there he is on on screen now. If you want to see
Sal with his eel.
PB. Sal with his eel out.
Look at that. Look how happy that man is.
Yeah. Was I happy, or was I in a state of shock from the temperature of the water?
Oh, so you were shivering. That's why you look like you're smiling.
Like, I have my waders on there, right? So, but like, because the lads drenched me, the water went down the waders into my boots. So I was thoroughly fucking soaked. But it was good. It was a good experience, yeah. It was a tough water. I fished it 3 times, this being the 3rd time, and this being the only time that I had a fish out. And I was the only one to have a fish the whole weekend, so...
Good shit, man.
So the only fish caught was a PB?
It was, mate, yeah. But like the quality of the fish in that lake, just like something else, mate. You know, if you're going to get one, it's going to be a PB. So, yeah, I was happy. I was really happy. And I've retired from fishing for the year now. And the lads are planning to go again in October, but I've said, fuck that. Because I just know I'll go again and I won't catch.
It's another thing like Warhammer for me. Like, again, zero knowledge or experience in fishing.
Yeah, same. I've never been fishing. Never been.
Yeah, it's just a really good social. That's how I see it. It's a good social, good time to catch up with friends.
Everyone I know who fishes just says it's a massive piss up.
You know what we should do, boys? We should go fishing, the 3 of us.
And play Warhammer. Yeah, let's do it.
And record a podcast whilst fishing.
Yeah, can you imagine? Can you actually imagine that? Fucking hell. That's not a problem. Yeah, we can do that, yeah. There's a Weatherspoons by a lake somewhere, right?
It must be. Must be.
So, but no, I'm glad you both did well on drops. Like I said, it was great to catch both of your channels when you were live. Dan, you had the graveyard shift. I'm glad that viewership started picking up and things like that. And I just want to just finish that by saying, have you both seen benefits from having drops? In terms of followers, in terms of like new people coming in?
Yeah, followers have gone up. I've got a few new subs and stuff, but I think at the end of the day for me, it was the fact that I got the opportunity to do it.
Yeah.
And be part of it, because like I've wanted it since I started streaming, and obviously like I was never going to get it straight away, but the fact that they changed it up, and then I got some messages, and like both myself and Dan got suggested by some people as well.
Yeah.
Shout out that absolutely flatulent photographer that we both know and love.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool that I got the opportunity to do it. So, like, if I don't see any growth from it as such, in terms of like, suddenly overnight I've got, fucking 75 viewer average and purple tick next to me name. Like, I don't care. Like, I got to do drops and it was fucking cool. Like I'm very pragmatic when it comes to streaming. Like, I'm here to enjoy myself and have fun. Like, if I make a bit of cash on the way, then amazing. But I'm here for the cool experiences.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not here to become the next fucking Shroud or whatever.
You're in it for the right reasons.
I'm shit at fucking video games, so I ain't ever going to be that good.
Yeah, that's it. You're in it for the right reasons, mate. And that's,
yeah, man.
Well, you're both. We're all in it for the right reasons, right?
Exactly the same reason for me. Like, it's something that I've always wanted to do.
Yeah.
Like, you always see the list, and you're like, oh, I wish my name was on there. And then with this one, I think, like, we put our names in. I'm sure, Sneaks, you got your email, like, the next day, was it?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
I was days with, like, nothing. And then it got to the last day, and I was like, you know, I'm just going to double down on the arena drops. Like, I was planning on booking time off for the EFT drops. I was planning on cancelling that and then just going all in on the arena drops. And then I had a couple of DMs from Samosh and parents. And they were just like, mate, check your emails. I'm like, yeah, why? And then when I had a look, and then there it was. Literally, I think it was like 2 days before I was due to have drops. And I had the email to say I was in.
Yeah, good, mate.
And
he got them as well, didn't he?
He did, yeah. He did the double graveyard.
He did the double graveyard. I wanted to do a 24-hour, but it wouldn't let me do the back-to-back slots. I think that's why I found the second set of drops more difficult. Yeah, because like I didn't sleep amazingly well, and then I woke up, had breakfast, fell asleep, and then woke up and it was 1:30.
Oh shit! Yeah,
I was like, "Fuck!" I was fucking running around. Like, I started the stream and then was like in the shower with the stream going like on my PC. Like, Jesus Christ, this is fucking awful. I had to go to the shop and buy food and shit. It was a nightmare.
But it's done now, boys. It's done, and you did really well. So well done.
I appreciate that.
Thank you, mate. So
let's move into main game, and we'll start with Factory. Have we all played the new Factory expansion now?
Yeah, man. Yeah,
it's a game changer in my opinion. I think it's a really cool map. I think what they've done with it is they have made it into a map that you're not rushing into plant kites in the breach room. You know, there's a lot more to explore. And the maps obviously come with a lot more tasks as well. But what have you thought about Factory, Dan?
I've not played a lot of it. We had that on the last live podcast. We went and explored it in an offline raid. And then after that, I think I did maybe 2 raids there.
Yeah.
And that was for Stirrup.
Yeah.
And I think Average was watching me during that, where basically I've admitted it many times, I'm shit with pistols on this game. And Stirrup is always an entertaining time on my channel. And sadly, again, it was over quite quickly. I think I got 2 of the kills in 1 raid, both on the same staircase.
It's always a good task to get done, isn't it? I left Stirrup till late, and I think I got my 3rd PMC using the golden TT this wipe.
It was, and you picked it up off the body and then.
Yeah, so on raid, let's just say I had 3 raids. I didn't have 3 raids. It was fucking many more than 3 raids. But let's just say on the 2nd PMC that I killed, they had a golden TT, so I decided to run that. And we got the 3rd, and then I just immediately just let the, I think it was a 2-man. I just let the other guy kill me because I really couldn't give a fuck. Task was done. I just wanted to get out. But I left Stirrup and Friend for the West till last, really, this wipe.
How cool, by the way, is the animation for when you pull the golden TT out?
It's so good. Yeah, I mean, I was just sick. I was just looking at it non-stop, mate, and then, and yeah, it was a first for me, to be honest, getting a kill. Never mind the pistol kill on the 3 PMCs that you've got to get. It was my first kill that I'd ever got with that gun. So yeah, it was good. Yeah. So how have you found Factory Sneaks?
Love it, mate. I love it. It's still Factory, if that makes sense. It doesn't feel like a different map. Like the new stuff makes an awful lot of sense. It blends in well. I do find it quite interesting that people haven't really done much fighting really out of like the typical areas that you would fight in Factory.
Yeah, like Gate
anyway.
1. Yeah.
I had great fun doing my office kills. got a couple of kills, and then when I needed one more, I went in and I wiped the entire lobby in Office.
Yeah, oh, nice.
If I could have done that first raid, like, it would have made my life so much fucking easier. But no, I did the same thing last wipe as well. I remember I was sat in Discord with RTA last wipe, fucking complaining, couldn't get that fucking last kill to save my life, and then I killed 6 PMCs, and I did the same thing this wipe, and I did Office kills in like 3 raids, and I survived all 3 of them. It was stupid.
Yeah. So moving on from Factory, let's talk about this new boss. Let's talk about Partisan and our encounters with Partisan. Has everyone come into the bastard in the game yet?
I haven't run into him yet.
No, I've found him once. I made some like tweaks to my settings, and I just wanted to run like an offline raid to make sure everything was looking cool.
Yeah.
And I don't think I've mentioned it on the podcast before, but if I do an offline raid on customs and I spawn at the other side of the wall to Crack House, if I make the run to Crack House, someone will shout at me, and it's usually the goons, or now Partisan. When I recently made these changes, booted up an offline raid on customs, got that spawn, and I was like, oh, fucking hell, I know what's going to happen here. Made the run to Crack House, didn't even hear him, and just died. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. And then up came the post-raid screen, killed by Partisan. So I haven't seen him, but I've been killed by him in an offline raid.
Yeah. What about you, Sneaks?
I haven't been killed by him. I'm pretty sure when I was playing games with Boosh on Sunday, he lobbed a GL at us, and then we disappeared. I have got some negative karma this wipe already. I've had 3 bongs, shall we say. 2 of them are entirely Kevlar's fault, and he keeps getting in front of my bullets. That is the statement that I am standing on, that I've TK'd Kevlar twice this wipe already. One of them was Nighttime Lighthouse, and he was running past me, and his kit didn't render in, and he looked like a scab, so I shot him in the back. And the other one, I got the crispest pistol kill on him.
Yeah,
I could never repeat that shit. It was like the last kill to finish a CS major. I've swung this corner. There was a bloke stood there that had made no noise before. One tap straight to the chin. He was like, "What the fuck did you shoot me for?" I was like, "Oh no."
I remember this. So we were in Discord together, and I remember this as if it was like 5 minutes ago. You was giving Kevin shit for TKing you. And then immediately TK'd him.
And then immediately shot him in the face, and he thought I did it on purpose.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, no, I'm just letting you know that I'm going into med because, there's a bloke in here that I don't trust in terms of TKing. And then I shot the bloke that I was slagging off.
Yeah.
And then, I went prone for 2 minutes trying to get some shooter-borns done on woods, and got another bong. And I was like, well, that's a bit shit.
Yeah.
But I've seen him kill people, and I'm pretty sure he shot at me, but I've not died to him or actually seen him yet.
I've seen him many times. I've died to him many times. I've killed him twice. Once as a scav and once as a PMC. So the scav run, I was in, the new scav loot area on Shoreline, by where one of the drones is in the middle of the field.
Yeah.
Like scav camp. He rushed me there, and I did kill him when I was on a scav run, but then I had to limp back to E-Swing Gym extract. But I mean, he was juice, mate. He was running 762 BP in his run, and I've got 2 of his bags now. And the second time, I was doing one of the colleagues' tasks where you've got to go down to pier and plant a marker. And I just heard this voice line, and I was like, well, I've never heard that before. And it was nighttime Shoreline. I just saw this scav or AI running across. It stopped. I one tapped in their head, and I got the achievement. And it was something like karma is reset or a fresh wipe or something like that. And then when I looked, I knew it was Partisan straight away. But I haven't seen the GL yet, mate. I haven't seen the underbarrel grenade launcher yet. I've not seen that.
Yeah, well, the underbarrels have got like a really specific noise.
Yeah.
When they fire, I was like, a scav had thrown a grenade at me, and then I heard a bonk. And I was like, the partisans on the map, we're fucking dipping, and we run the opposite way, and then he never appeared.
I've had cultists once as well on Shoreline.
I ain't had cultists yet.
Nice.
Yeah, that was a fucking hilarious experience. I mean, I say I had cultists. I had one cultist that was left, and I killed him, and I got the knife. But that motherfucker tried to fucking stab me, mate. And it was at the time where, you know, there was that bug where you get stabbed by a cultist or like get stabbed by the knife and it fucks the game up.
Yeah.
It was at that time, so I was like, oh shit. You know, this cannot happen. But
yeah, because there was that bug where if you got stabbed with the cultist knife, because I had to remove the poison effect, if you got stabbed with the cultist knife, it would stop you from loading into any raids whatsoever. Oh, Astrax has just made a good point. He was CMSing, or he just made a comment about the Karma thing. He was CMSing and healing in ZB12 on customs and got bonged twice while sitting there stitching.
See, I'll be honest, I've never been bonged for sitting there sniping or sitting there medding. Or packing mags. The only times I've been bonged in game is when I've disconnected from a scav run. They're the only times.
I want to find out what the parameters are. You know.
Yeah.
I was talking to Gaz about this earlier, and I was like, "How is this like the bonging? How has it affected your like sniper play?" And he says it hasn't. He's never heard the sound for like being prone and sniping.
Yeah,
I wonder whether it was where I was when I got bonged when I was prone. Yeah, because I was right on the shoreline next to lumber. You know, when you can snipe across to like the opposite side. I was there, so I wonder whether there are like specific areas where it kind of stops you. Yeah, Astrax has just said I think it was because I was at the extract. It kind of makes sense.
That makes sense.
If there's like timers that you almost trigger when you go onto certain parts of the map.
Somebody mentioned being crouched in a bush as well.
Yeah.
That would have been because I was under a tree, so it could have been that.
The Mighty Percules is in chat, so can we just
salutes all round?
3, 2, 1, give him a salute. Welcome, mate.
Welcome in.
So, but yeah, I think if you are like towards extract, you are going to get that bong more often. But like I said, the only times I've had it is when I've disconnected from scav raids. And that's generally because I'd spawn into a raid and then I would have something to do in the house. Like, you know, the baby would wake up or I would be asked for help. So yeah, I had to disconnect. So, but you know, getting that achievement when you kill Partisan, does that reset the karma? I don't know because, I mean, no one knows, do they? He's just come out and he's absolutely shitting on people at the moment.
I just really like the fact that he's running around like an absolute menace early wipe, just fucking killing random zombies. Just like, fuck off.
One of the Partisan's got one of the highest boss spawn rates at the moment as well.
I think he does have the highest.
Yeah.
Do we know what the percentage is?
No.
Well,
you would imagine it would just be if you spawn into a raid and there's a player with bad PMC karma, then he's going to be there, right?
Yeah.
It's definitely not 1% average.
1% as the others don't spawn.
The others don't spawn. I mean, I've already killed Rashala, Sturman, Sanatar, and 2 of the goons, mate. So,
but yeah, he's a good addition to the game, I think, and he's very cool. I think
he's just been a little bit of a knobhead running about, killing people and then running away. I fucking love it. It's hilarious.
Yeah. He's a proper knobhead, mate. But I'm all for that, to be honest.
Yeah,
we need another knobhead boss.
yeah. We've already got Killer as a knobhead. Now we've got Partisan as a knobhead as well. Yeah. So, yeah, he's a good addition to the game. And let's just see what happens further on in Wipe. Like I said, I haven't seen him with that underbarrel grenade launcher yet. Whether that's something that may come further on in Wipe, I don't know. There may be people out there who have seen him with that. So, you know, if they have, get in touch, let us know.
Maybe it depends on how much of a bastard you are.
Yeah.
It could do. Or, I mean, because, you know, Killer can spawn with different guns, etc.
So, and talking about guns, have we seen any of the new guns? Have we used any of the new guns?
No. I think I got given a couple of Uzis and drops, but I just sold them.
Yeah.
I've played with the Uzi. Uzi's good fun. Though, hilariously, if you put the 50-round mag in it, it turns it into a 4x4. It's fucking massive.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah. It just looks like a capital T that you can shoot people with.
Yeah.
Because the mag is like this. It's about the same length as the gun, so it just looks like a capital T, and you're just running around holding a capitalized Times New Roman letter that shoots bullets out the fucking front of it. It's hilarious.
I heard a lot of people are speaking highly of the Deagle.
Yeah, Rita's been running that a lot. I haven't played with it.
The Deagle seems to be the sidearm to use if you're running DVL. So if you're doing sniping, the Deagle. I mean, I watched a friend of mine do one of his kills with the Deagle for stirrup, and it was absolutely fucking one zapper, mate. It was a one zapper, and it's a good addition to the game.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. It would have been cool if the micro Uzi was pistol slot size, like the Glock 17 or Glock 18C. Sorry, that would have been cool.
Have we tried mounting guns yet?
No. Because imagine learning new mechanics when I've played this game for so fucking long. I've already forgotten that it's a thing. Honestly,
I fucking changed keybinds as soon as I updated the patch.
I was about to say, did you guys struggle with the new keybinds?
Yeah, I did, mate.
Yeah, but then I've also changed a load of my keybinds anyway, so I'm just I'm just permanently confused now.
Yeah,
I've gone from, and I kind of feel dirty saying this, I've gone from toggle aiming to hold.
Okay.
I kind of like it.
Okay.
It feels so much more comfortable in PvP, like in CQC, like not getting myself stuck ADS when I'm trying to reload and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It does. The reason that I never did it is because it feels really uncomfortable sniping, and I love sniping in this game, but I am getting used to it.
Yeah.
It's because the hold aim is so much more comfortable when you're sniping, but
I've only just started using toggle last wipe.
Yeah.
I've always been a continuous.
I've always been continuous in other games. It's just that because Tarkov was on toggle, I kind of just got used to it and then realised that it was quite comfortable when I was sniping.
Yeah. I've got used to it quite quickly, but I was very late to using it.
Well, I'm looking forward to mounting these guns eventually, but yeah, I'm exactly the same. What is the point of learning a new keybind when, chances are I'm going to run it 1 in 100 raids. I'm going to use it 1 in 100 raids.
If it's something that you'd use all the time, you'd put it on your mouse.
Oh, yeah, it'd be on the mouse for sure, mate. Yeah, it'd be on the mouse for sure. But the guns that I run, I don't mount them anyway.
No.
I don't mount them anyway. Lord Withrow says there it's just V, but it's not, because V for me is pull out your melee weapon.
Yeah, I've gone back to that as well.
Yeah.
I just reverted back to normal, mate.
I didn't realise till someone bit-botted me.
Yeah.
They bit me to pull out the melee weapon and nothing happened.
The thing is I never carry a melee weapon anyway. I don't bother because it's just weight that I never use.
Yeah.
I carry it just for bit-bot. That's the only reason I have it.
Yeah, I haven't got Red Rebel yet, but it's I do carry Red Rebel just because the extracts are easier sometimes.
I always forget the fucking paracord anyway, mate.
Yeah, especially reserve, but yeah, the mountain will come, but it won't be a thing that I'm gonna buy into my mouse for sure. It will definitely not be a thing that I'm gonna buy into my mouse. So
I will feed back to you this weekend about the M60, by the way, because I think me and Samosh are going to go sniping with them.
Oh, wow, yeah, that'll be awesome to see, mate. Yeah, that'll be awesome to see. Have we tried Marathon, boys?
I've done some of the quests that you can do, like marking the extract within main. I haven't given it a go yet, and I've just had a stupid content idea for it. So I'm probably going to try that this weekend.
I've done some of the little kill 5 scavs on factory or streets or whatever it is, but I've not planted it. I don't even know where the extracts are, mate. I can't lie. So, but is it something that I'm going to do? I'll probably try it on Tuesday. Are the servers the same?
Yes, they are the same.
Right, okay, yeah. So, yeah, it's... I mean, the XP is great, isn't it? If you want to do it early on, the XP rewards are absolutely great, but...
Yeah.
I want to see a full marathon run with nothing but blickies. That is definitely not happening, mate.
That'd be hilarious, though.
It would be hilarious.
Yeah.
But like maybe it gives players that feeling back. You know, that when you first play Tarkov and you've got like your heart racing, and maybe it's giving players that. But for me, it's just like it's like the guide: spawn in the raid, run to extract, get negative PMC karma now, and extract after 7 minutes. It's just that's how it feels like it's happening. But I will try it out. But I don't think I'll
it's the guide with a bit more risk, isn't it?
Exactly, mate.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
Craigie just said marathon's fun. It puts you in a real heart in mouth moment when trying to extract.
Yeah.
So right, Astrex has just said he was level 33. He reset his account. He's already level 17 in 3.5 hours because he did one ground zero raid and then did marathon.
Wow. Yeah, that is impressive.
Yeah,
that really is impressive. But let's just talk about. I mean, obviously, I know we're stretched for time here, boys. So we're only gonna continue for another 5-10 minutes. But let's just finish on talking about that XP, and obviously, we can pick this back up. We can talk about arena. We can talk about gear rack, things like that in the next episode. But what are your thoughts, boys? And it's a really interesting topic to talk about. What are your thoughts about arena currently and the XP that you can get from that transferring to main game, the rubles you can get from that transferring to main game? What are your thoughts on that this wipe?
The XP is currently not transferring because there was a bug and it was resetting tasks.
Yeah.
I think it's a good thing. Do I think that the XP is a little high? Probably.
What about the rubles?
Rubles, I don't have an issue with because look, at the end of the day, and I think my same argument would be if Tarkov decided you could buy ruble on the website for real money.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, yeah. You can have 10 million rubles in stash.
Yeah.
And buy all that meta kit. That still doesn't mean I'm not going to shoot you in the face.
I think this is the quickest I've ever upgraded my hideout.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, Withro's made a good point. He said that he destroyed the early white feeling. I kind of see his point because there are an awful lot of people that are already running around geared to the teeth.
Yeah.
But in the same respect, a lot of those people are going to get very bored very, very, very quickly, and then they'll stop playing.
Yeah.
And it's also potentially going to be a shorter wipe as well. We think, obviously, we don't know. So,
what's your thoughts on it, Dan?
I say it's the same where it's removed that early wipe feeling because I haven't been running around in a Packer with a base SKS.
No,
it's taken that fun away.
Mm-hmm.
I think the XP and the rewards are fine, but it does rack up in the bank account quite quickly early on.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. But I mean, if you put it to good use, like upgrading your hideout, for instance, because that's something that you really want to start doing straight away, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like the more time that you can have with a max hideout is better for financing the game for the rest of the wipe, isn't it? So
there's an argument that you could do a scav run in the same sort of time as Last Hero and get the same sort of amount of money, like 250k for a first place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the counter argument to that is you can't scav run back to back to back like you can with Last Hero, and you just keep racking up that money.
Yeah, I started wipe this time by playing arena and then just diving into main game every 25 minutes when scav was up. That's and like looking at my stats now, I wrote them down before. I've done 139 raids. 70 of them are scav runs. So,
Astrex, Astrex has made it quite a good point. Money and XP are both a little high, but it's a great concept, and I think that's true. And I think the beauty of it is as well is that it's got people playing arena, and arena's fucking good.
Yeah.
It's so much fun. It
is.
Blast Gang's great fun. It makes me feel and it gives me the urge to be as toxic as I can be whilst playing Counter-Strike. And that, to me, is the sign of a good 5v5 comp game, is it makes me incredibly angry very quickly.
Yeah, Blast Gang's a lot. I've only been playing Blast Gang on Bay 5 because I didn't really want to queue all 3 maps and I think I got my arse handed to me last night. We were playing
Skybridge.
Dan was streaming. We were playing Skybridge, and I was kind of getting put in the bin a lot. I was falling over a lot, but I think that's just down to the fact that I've just been playing Bay 5 because that's just one map that I want to learn the call outs, the ins and outs of it, where the players spawn, where generally the run to. But I will move over to, like, you know, Skybridge and what was the other map? There's Bay 5, Skybridge, and I don't know what. Airpit, that's it, yeah. So I will move over to the other two, but you know, I've enjoyed having Arena this wipe. I think it's been good, but I do think the XP and the rubles need to be toned down a little bit because level 15 was just so easy to obtain this wipe, whereas, you know, that's always been a hard grind, hasn't it? You know, grinding to 15, getting flea market, and then doing hideout when you don't have to worry about fucking finding a million hoses and light bulbs in raid and bringing them out. It's, yeah, I think just looking at the way that BSG are doing this and like the fact that it's going to be a short wipe, I think that they've purposely done it to just fuck around with, really. I think that they will make changes to it come December's wipe again. But yeah, I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I think it's a good addition to the game this time, because we never had this last wipe, did we? We never had this where it was arena and main game straight out the bat. So yeah, really enjoying it, boys.
We got like synchronization in the middle of it, didn't we?
Yeah. I think one of the issues is, though, and Withrow's got this issue, is that some people's accounts still aren't linked between the two.
Yeah,
so Withrow's like, what's the point of me playing? Like, it's fun, but I don't see the point of coming out of main game because it's not benefiting me in main game. I can't send money, I can't send Liga keys, anything like that. Average, as I said, I got level 9 after 1 to 2 hours. They want to wipe, but they want people to play it, so they won't change it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
They've got to find that balance, haven't they? Like, if they drop the XP and the rewards too low, then people are going to stop playing it.
Yeah, they are. But it's a bit of a break, isn't it, from main game? If you're getting burnt out, you just jump on arena and like.
Oh, this is the thing. I did the same thing during drops. If I was having a real shit time on main game, I'd go and play some blast game. I'd just go and fight people and just chill out and have a bit of fun, you know?
Yeah, but the way I see it, like, look, it's 10-minute games on Last Hero, isn't it? And it's fucking, you're getting 250,000 fucking rubles every time. It's every 10 minutes.
And you get to just scream at the boys as well.
Yeah, there was a point like when it first wiped, I had enough rubles to transfer for 5 days, and I would just like make 1.5 million 5 times, and I'd be like, right, I'm set for the next 5 days, boys. You know, but I think that'll change. I think it has to change. But look, it's fun. I think BSG want everyone to have a fun wipe this time, especially because of all the shit that they had with the last wipe, with, you know, certain editions of the game coming out and, you know, people falling out with the game and things like that. But it definitely feels like everyone's back and having fun with Tarkov, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I think you know, there are going to be changes though. There has to be changes.
Yeah, that does, and I think the way that they balance this out, right? And I was speaking about it in stream the other day. Was if they made it later in wipe to unlock, or later in levels rather, to unlock ref and that task, that would, if it was like level 20, you had to go and pick up the posters and go and dump the thing. Then you still have that level 0 to 15, 0 to 20, where people are going to, like, you know, struggle and blah, blah, blah. I think that is potentially the way to kind of balance it out, is you move the unlock ref task to later. And maybe the XP and the money stacks and you can't transfer it over until you unlock ref, but you could then potentially go, you get to level 15, you get the quest to unlock ref, you go and do the thing, and then you can transfer all of the shit over that you had. You know, or they reduce the amount that you can transfer over each time.
Yeah,
I think
like they reduce the amount of GP coins and everything else.
Like you say, level 15 is where like the early wipe kind of ends, isn't it? Because you got flea market, you do what you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it would extend that early wipe gameplay if you just couldn't transfer rubles that early. I think that's a really good point you made there, Sneaks.
But yeah, it's fun. it is. And, like I said, having arenas a very good change this wipe. I haven't touched PvE, but that's obviously a topic that we'll talk about on the next one. But yeah, for now, everyone, that's going to be us really for episode 11. We thought we'd just dive on in and just chat shit to you guys and, talk a little bit about games and what we've been up to because, we've kind of been away for a little bit because we've all had stuff going on with drops and playing game and it's been
catching
hard for us
fish.
to really get. Yeah, I'm catching fish as well. It's been hard for us really
playing
just
the
to get a bit of time. Yeah. Well, yeah.
Listening to Darius's back catalogue,
Yeah,
we're all busy.
Darius,
we're all busy.
Yeah. But look, we're back, and we hope to bring regular content now. But we don't really want to talk about everything in one episode because then it gives us nothing to do. But you can look forward to us bringing more people on now and talking about the game and talking about other topics as well because obviously that's something that we like to do. But like always, I just want to say thank you for everyone who's taken the time to listen to us tonight and the people who engage with us on social media and things like that. We couldn't do this without you. And yeah, thank you from all three of us. Are we going to be live Tuesday? Are we? Is that something that we want to do, lads? We can talk about that. I'm pretty sure. And we can, but we can definitely come live again. And because there's a lot we haven't talked about. We haven't really discussed the arena stuff. So there's a lot we can talk about.
There's other games and shit that we want to talk about as well. Yeah. Like the fact that Bethesda stopped people playing that Doom mod on console because it was too political and, loads of shit.
Yeah. I'm a little bit conscious about like doing it on Tuesday because I think that's gonna slow you down, isn't it?
What do you mean, mate? It's got to give me a fucking fresher brusher, mate.
Fresh.
It's gonna, Well, I'm happy to do it whenever, but I definitely like this live format now. I think it's better. I think it's good to engage in chat as well.
It's real time feedback, isn't it? And then people are jumping in and giving us things to talk about.
Yeah,
100%. Yeah. So, and I figured out from tonight I can still record the audio at the same time as us broadcasting this. So.
Did we want to try the clip thing for next live stream?
What do you mean the clip thing, mate?
I said, people in chat could stick their best / funniest clips in.
Oh yeah, for sure, mate.
From games and just exactly
yeah. We'll fill Dan's sack full of clips, mate. Yeah, not a problem. But yeah,
you're not clip my sack.
We will be uncomfortable, mate. I can confirm.
Yeah, I think we raid out now, right? And I think it's only fair, really, that we raid Your Average Idiot.
Agreed.
Yep. He's a shithouse, but he's been supporting us.
Yeah, he's
still watching this as well. He's got Deagle out and he's shooting at players whilst watching the podcast. Like, much love.
Yeah, much.
He just died.
Very much. Yeah.
Shit.
He just died. Yeah. So let's make his day.
Skill issue.
We're going to raid average. I just want to say again, thank you for everyone who's taken the time to watch us tonight. Thank you for sticking with us. I know we've been away for a little bit, but we're back and you can see more content. Follow us on socials. We do have a Twitter. We have a Dan, help me.
Discord, YouTube.
Discord, YouTube, Twitter. We don't have a Facebook because that's not what we do.
Yeah.
Facebook shit, yeah.
Get fucked off.
But yeah, I just want to say again,
MySpace.
We don't.
MySpace, Bebo.
Habbo Hotel, yeah.
Fucking Habbo Hotel.
Penguin Club.
Princess
and the P. We've got
Friends
everything.
Reunited.
Yeah. Ancestry.co.uk.
Yeah. But thanks everyone for taking the time. And we'll catch you on episode 12. Take it easy, everyone.
Love you, bye.